Chinese over there. They were aggressively rubbing his solar flex all the way, almost like if he was digging into his belly button, and doing it pronouncedly, aggravatedly, so that you could see. It's like when they rub the solar flex and the belly button, it's indicative of like, sort of like a soothsaying, something pagan, not Judeo-Christian, not Muslim, not monotheistic. It's pagan. They rub it, tell me Happy Friday. That's all pagan. That's not the pure monotheism. And they make it a point to mock you directly right in your face. Now, I had an Italian Grand Master approach me out. This man never approaches people out. And he's very, very low profile. He's probably the best fighter in San Francisco. He can beat any police officer. He can beat anyone in the city. Very low profile person. And what he told me is, he said, keep an eye out for the Chinese now. Watch the Chinese, they're adversarial. You can't trust them. Watch out for them, brother. They have an arrogant streak in them, brother. I respect Russia more. Some information was coming out, like these ladies in Russia. See how they're quiet, they stay to themselves, they don't bother. The Russian intelligence is called FSB. They used to be called Rosonostivednoye Bezobasnosti, which means the KGB. And they don't like the Chinese. They don't like the Jew. Yeah, they're not too favorable to the Jew. As well as Scandinavia, Norway, Finland. They don't care for the Jew. Scandinavia, they don't. So I have to use that nexus against the Chinese if possible to get my enemies that are in Asia. I have to use that nexus. I have to do it urgently, because the enemies of myself is because of my ethnicity. It will be the enemies of anybody of my color and extraction. Very arrogant people we're dealing with. Very arrogant. So the only chance I have is to escape. Get out of it. They deal with certain factors in Europe. Afro-Americans, they're unreliable. Can't be relied upon. Now, what you saw this morning in the video, the elderly light-skinned woman, Creole, warning me they're looking for somebody black. Yeah, she gave me a heads up. They're looking for a black. She said they have posters of a face posted up in there. This is the second video you have seen. First one was of a Jewish white flight school owner, a wealthy, probably the wealthiest one in the area, saying they have posters of a black man. They're putting around now. And that was the real goal of the 9/11 thing, was to create a racial paradigm of suspicion of people of color, overridingly expanded the blacks, even though they would say Middle Easterners, dark or tan, but really they want the blacks. That's why the Nigerian thing was set up. And you can look at blacks funny. And what it does, it creates an overlord class, an overlordly class of these people and this ethnic group. They can go anywhere in the world and not be suspected. They can go anywhere without any scrutiny. With the word, when you run around without scrutiny, it's called impunity. It's called impunity. They can do whatever they want with impunity. Rape, molest, beat, like they do in Singapore. They beat, rape, molest, and they don't get arrested. It's called impunity. And if they do, the periods are very short, or a slap on the wrist. But in Singapore, the only people who get better than the European, what they call Angmo, who get better sentences, are the Chinese ethnic Singaporeans. Those are the only people who get a better sentence. And the British. Frightening stuff, man, to live in a world like that. Like I told you, how do you live in a racist country, in a racist world? I mean, racist meaning they like to pit people against each other by race, discreetly or covertly, subtly. How can you be happy in a racist world now? Tell me, answer me that question. Anybody. If you are, I need to frame the question correctly. If you are the target, if you are the subjugated ethnic group, how can you be happy in a racist country? Tell me. Somebody show me how you can be happy in a racist country. Yeah, but particularly, man, when they take everything from you and you don't have a family structure, when they also dismantle your family structure, how are you going to be happy in a racist country? I would really like to know that. That would be the elixir of youth. I'm going to find that out. Wow. Frightening business, man. This ethnic, these hierarchies they have set up. Scary stuff, man. I just figured it out. The man sitting next to the Chinese woman, doing the intimate with her. The man is a bisexual. May God forgive us. That's what I just figured it out, man. It just dawned on me. It just came to me. Oh, you know, he goes in both directions, as they say in New York. He drives both lanes. He rides both lanes. So, God forgive us. I just figured that's what he was staring so intently. That's what it is. That may even be her brother. God have mercy on us. That's what was going on. She's talking about the desires, her desires for her brother. What her brother talking about? You like that man? What the brother's going to do with? Yeah, they talk like that. You like that man? Yeah, what he's going to do with you? It's a horror. It's a horrid thing, man. It's a horror. Man. That's why, folks, as an Afro male, you want to get married, you want to get you a darker or browner complexion woman. If you can get them, you can get them, because they have been brainwashed. You as an have been brainwashed. So you can get them. Get your household set up and have a vehicle. And not only a vehicle for you, and a vehicle for her. Two or more vehicles. And you don't ride public transport. Try to avoid public transport. Try to stay off it. So you don't get into trouble. Just try to stay off. Tired. Young man tired. God bless you. I better sit front ways. This is about the only ethnic group who's free. The ethnic group you see sitting there, the bald-headed man, and the woman. They're Jewish. They're high Jewish. In fact, not only Jewish, high Jewish. And like in German, they say Hochdeutscher, Hoch Juden. They're high. They don't have any problem. They'll be in the Manhattanite. Authorities follow us like the plague. And you know the reason why. As I said, I was ejected from Asia is because the FICO score credit is a domestic operation. The facility of credit. It's only within countries. There is no regional credit ranking. There is no international. Some people tried to push that, but the Europeans resisted. They resisted a global FICO score, particularly Ireland and a few other countries. They said, no, we're not going for that. We're not going for a global FICO score. If they did, I would be screwed up. I don't understand why they were so aggressive to get me out of Asia, because I had a separate credit score over there. When I started over there, financially everything was new, was brand new. It's like you were brand new, basic credit financially. See this Chinese woman? She's crying.